Giving you more news. This is the Northlands News Center at 5 with Michelle Lee, George Kessler, and special reports from Barbara Riles. This is the Northlands News Center at 5.
Chrome, shiny paint, and the sweet smell of rubber. The world of wheels is once again in Duluth. Matt Standel is live at the deck where hundreds of car, truck, and motorcycle enthusiasts are gathered for the three-day show. And Matt, what are folks looking forward to down there?
Michelle, when it comes to car shows, most people think hot rods and tricked out rides, but how about stunt motorcycles? I'm here with crazytim of Team Minnesota, and he's here to tell us why people can go to this World of Wheels and see something besides cars. Tim?
That's right. Just because it's World of Wheels doesn't mean that it's only cars. We got motorcycles, we've got basically anything rolling. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff around here, but just in general, we do this motorcycle stunting deal. We've been going around the state for years now doing this stuff. We've gotten together, we do charity events, we've got .coms, we do paid shows all over the state. This just happens to be one of the events that we try to cover throughout the year.
So why do they call you Crazy Tim? I think everybody's wondering that. You're not on a motorcycle right now.
No, not right now. Actually, I started out on bikes, and I was doing this kind of stuff on the street a long time ago, and someone just started calling me crazy, and it stuck with me.
So Tim, tell me about these stunt bikes. What are we doing with these things? I mean, obviously you can pop wheelies, you can go fast, but you know, this is a sport in its own right.
It sure is. It won't be long before it's actually recognized, I'm sure. It is pretty much recognized nationwide now, but it's underground at this point, and we're working on making that a little bit more known for other people. But we take regular street bikes, and we do a lot of safety stuff to them, and this is the result, what you see in the back here. So what kind of motorcycles are we riding here? I mean, it looks like sport bikes, pretty much your standard bicycle or bicycle. It's a pretty standard motorbike or what? Yeah, it's just a regular old street bike. I mean, these are Kawasaki 636s, and I mean, you know, from the store, you might get away with doing some stuff like this, but like I said, we go to some pretty extensive stuff to make them do what they do.
I think pretty much anybody that's a real motorcycle rider would have killed me for saying bicycles back there. But now, how about tomorrow? Are you guys going to be here all weekend? Can people stop down and check this out?
Yeah, we're right along the street side there. You can see us from over the bridge as soon as you exit the highway. If you want to come down and check us out, you know, you're more than welcome. We also have a booth inside where we'll be playing videos, and we have merchandise for sale and stuff like that. You can come talk to the riders and see what it's all about.
And hopefully tomorrow you guys will have some health insurance. I don't know about that today, but no accidents yet, right?
Never an accident.
All right, very great. Well, Michelle, that's all we have for you now. Stay tuned for 6 o'clock. We're actually going inside of the deck, and we'll show you the cars. We'll show you the great, other machines we got going in there. So be sure to check back then.
And tell Tim to thank him for the great show he just provided us. Thank you, Matt.
Hot rods, trucks, and custom motorcycles are rolling into the deck. Coming up, we'll take you to the 42nd Annual World of Wheels here in Duluth.
Giving you more news. This is the Northlands News Center at 6 with Michelle Lee, George Kessler, Tom Hansen, and special reports from Barbara Riles. This is the Northlands News Center at 6.
Hundreds of fast cars, hot rods, and motorcycles. The World of Wheels is once again at the deck, and that means a good time for Northlanders who love machines. Matt Standel is live at the deck with the latest from Duluth's famous Spring Fling for gearheads. Matt?
Michelle, this isn't your average car competition. True, it's a car show, but the stakes are a little higher. I'm with Wayne Reeves, and he's got a 57 Chevy entered in the World of Wheels today. Wayne, what can you tell me about 57 Chevys?
Well, 57 Chevy is probably one of the most popular classic cars ever made. I mean, it's a true icon, and what can I say? It's Viper red, and it's a beautiful car.
Now, Wayne, how specifically is this Chevy special? I know you said there were some interesting features.
Well, for one thing, it's got a brand new LS9 Corvette engine that puts out about 700 horsepower.
And what about the interior? You were telling me there's some interesting features of the interior. It might be some people wouldn't expect.
Well, this 57 Chevy, the customer that we're doing this car for, he came in with his new Cadillac, and he said, I want the amenities of my new Cadillac built into this 57 Chevy. And so this 57 Chevy has power seats, power windows, cruise control air conditioning. It's got a satellite touchscreen with a navigation system in it. It's got just about everything this Cadillac has in it, and it rides and handles about as well, if not better.
So it'll get you to church on time, huh?
Absolutely.
Well, excellent. I don't know, can you tell me a little bit about what it takes to restore and build something like this, and how do you get it out on the street in the end?
Well, it takes a customer and a builder with a commitment to finish the car and to have a vision of what they want to start with. And if we sit down with a customer at Elcars and we sit down with them, they tell us what they want, and we decide what we're going to do before we even start on it, so that we know what the end product's going to be.
And as you can see, this end product is pretty sweet. So we're going to take you to the World of Wheels here tomorrow. Tune in at 6 and 10. We'll have a full story on the interesting folks that are bringing out their cars.
All right, everything but the fuzzy dice on that one. Thanks a lot, Matt.
Chrome, shiny paint, and the sweet smell of engines. It's the 42nd annual World of Wheels, and it's come to Duluth. Matt Standel takes a look into what it's like to get ready and what it's like to judge these cars.
From lowriders to classic Corvettes.
There's a lot of nice vehicles here.
The 42nd annual World of Wheels gets hearts thumping and engines started for a special breed of Northlanders.
61 Corvette resto rod. It's completely rebuilt from the ground up.
Mike Ogston lives just south of Pike Lake. His 61 Corvette is a mixture of old and new.
Oh, probably a gift from the future, yeah. Or blast from the past, you could call them both of them, I guess. And everything is computerized, so it runs like a brand new car, and it gets 26, 28 miles to the gallon, the same as a new vehicle would get.
Proctor's Dave Nelson has a different story. He's a Twin Ports racing legend who loves classic trucks.
It's got a Chevy motor in it and a overdrive tranny. It was a lot of work, a lot of fun. Like I say, it's the first one I ever did, but I wouldn't mind doing another one.
And judging these beautiful machines is an art in itself.
Cleanliness is a big thing. The engineering, how any of the car is put together, any modifications and stuff like that.
For Judge Swanee Swanson, the winning car is a clean machine.
They're a little harder to keep clean, especially the undercarriage.
He inspects it with a flashlight, but it might as well be a microscope.
Once you start digging and get a good light on it, it brings out a lot of the impurities.
But for some car owners, World of Wheels is more about passion than perfection.
I'm not really into the prize that much. People enjoy it. You know, you drive down the road in a car like this and everybody that sees it's got a thumb up, like, you know, it's kind of a neat, it's a neat hobby.
In Duluth, Matt Standel, the Northlands News Center.
Well, the World of Wheels goes until 10 tonight at the deck. Folks who want to check out those fancy rides tomorrow can do so from 10 until 4.